Maybe I didn't get this. You know, it was this one? Where we learned. For in our search for the eye of the universe. Those of us on the vessel originally followed the eye signal to the star system, but we were unable to warp to the eye itself. The locator was built on the Adler rock, and the new, more sensitive locator will be built here. We were both unable to detect any traces of the eye signal. The eye has stopped emitting its signal. Suppose the eye doesn't want to be found. How can you suggest that the eye signal called out to summon us to the star system? I'm aware. I grew up hearing the eye story, yet we're no closer to finding it than you were when you first arrived here. Based on our knowledge of the quantum moon, we believe the eye is in orbit around the star system's sun. This would mean the eye is located within a finite, bit enormous range. So that outer ring, they think, is where the eye is? Is that... Yeah, I mean... Interesting. I did get a ship update. So there should be a door here. Where it is. Game, please tell me why my ship is halfway across the galaxy. Oh, hello Quantum Moon. How are you today? Anywho. Ow. Never flew into the moon before, so let's see what happens if we do that. You know, probably are. Let's hit by one of these things. I mean, I lost my shit, so. I wonder how close it is. Oh, wait. My ship just got... Okay, so okay. This is fine, actually. Time to go get my ship back. You're still quite far. Went way too fast. That should be enough. Doesn't seem like you're in need of dire repair. So let's go in, let's get my fuel. Let's look at the log. The new, more sensitive locator was unable to detect, based on the knowledge of the quantum moon, the normally believed that I was in a distant orbit around the sun. Okay. That didn't do a whole lot. To the construction yard. Second thing second, we're gonna repair you. Maybe it's this scroll we have to see, yeah. Maybe there's a scroll down here. Nope, I don't see anything of importance. This could be something. I do remember something about grabbing this the last time I was on this planet and then dying, so maybe I missed this. I don't recall ever having to take this somewhere else, but maybe you have to just take it to a different planet. Is that a possibility? Because I don't see any places to put this on. Or is there one over there, actually? No, I definitely already had this. Have I been in here? What is this place again? It's next to the grab cannon. What? Okay, I have not been to this place yet. Alright. Okay. There we go. We're on. We're on. We have like 2 minutes. Very cool. Alright. Launch module. Control module. Probe tracking module. Is that all? Huh. Simple and to the point. It's coming from the other direction, where there's no window. So unfortunately, I lost the audio for the last hour and a half, 2 hours or so. So I'm gonna do my best to just kind of add in some commentary here of what's going on. And right now we are exploring the orbital probe cannon to try to get more information about the different pieces, the different parts. And currently we're gonna go into the first wing because it seems to be intact. So let's get that opened, and there is oxygen in here, so that is spectacular. Very glad there's oxygen. Looks like there's a two-part room. Both have gravity floors in it and some things to explore, some things to read. A new projection stone. No, this is an old one. And so now we're just gonna see if there's anything new to read, or probably not, because I have seen that stone before. But I guess we check it anyways to make sure. Yeah, this is something we've already read though. So let's take this out, see if there's anything new here. And that's definitely new. So a room is destroyed. Now, during the recording, I had no idea what this room is, but what this room is actually just the other side of the orbital probe cannon we're on, and we'll figure that out in a little bit. But that was me contemplating, because originally I thought that room was this room. It's just in like a future exploding state, which is kind of crazy now that I really know how this game works and the holograms and stuff. So here I'm just reading the wall. Better half of 50% kinetic is curious. Increases my heart's temperature, my love. They're talking about something. The construction yard. It powers satellites or not. So they're talking about like how much power to put into the orbital probe cannon, and if there's too much power, that the orbital probe cannon won't be able to handle the stress. And well, as you can see, the probe cannon did blow up into 1 billion pieces. So, but they also weren't worried about that happening, because if it did happen, it only needs to happen once. And so now we'll just go around, and the last thing to look at in this room is this thing. So we're gonna see what this does, and it's just a bunch of I guess little floating miniature models of showing what the orbital probe cannon was built to do. And so this one, randomly, so this one is showing that the probe cannon was designed to shoot randomly in a direction, more or less. And then if you go over here, this one shows that the probe cannon firing, it launched and received probe launch successful, is basically what this is saying, and that it is receiving data from the probe cannon, and that the structure is compromised, damage to multiple modules, which is basically the rooms, and this is the one room that didn't receive damage from what I can tell. But this last part of this is going to explain, I think it's something important if I remember correctly. Yeah, that just the structure took a bunch of damage. That the other room was, that the window was broken and now is exposed to the vacuum of space, and that the third module is missing, is basically what that was giving us a damage report. And that's just me being in awe of the whole room, the whole situation. And yeah, this is me just taking it in, and then so we finally find the crack in the window. And when we get in the room, we see that this is the room that was destroyed that we saw in the projection in the other room. And we see a floating tablet right away, so definitely grab that. And this is when we realized that this was just the other room that we were looking at. So then we take the disc out and read the wall inscription. And this is just saying that the orbital probe cannon needs power. It might be too much power. This is where we learned that they didn't care about the power requirements, that it only needed to be launched once. And then this is... No, this is where we learned that we were just looking at the other room. No, actually, this is the room inside of Titan's Deep. Right, this is how you learn that. Okay, this is how we learned that. And then we put the wall inscription on, and this is talking about the probes and how it's random, I think. And that it fired a whole bunch of probes in random directions. And that there was finally one probe that found something that could be the eye of the universe. Or maybe some of that was learned in the room that is in Titan's Deep, but we will be going to that room pretty much right now. So let's just cut to that room. Also, about that room, you need to go inside of an electric jellyfish, which we learned about the jellyfish on Brimble Hollow. There was a frozen jellyfish on there. We learned that they are not edible. Do not eat them. However, they have a very, very tough outer skin to protect the insides from electricity. So we know that we need to go into the jellyfish to get into the inner core of the planet to get past the electric dome. This is where we get out and go to the jellyfish. We climb inside. We pass through the electric field as expected. It's funny because I was concerned about the water, but the water flooding the room and having limited oxygen. But there is, the way the door opens, it like locks the other side. So it's kind of neat in that regard. So here, I'm not sure if we do much exploring. I think we go to the roof. Yeah, like the other two, just to see if we have a more information. I think we were talking to the statue head a little bit. Yeah, I think this room is this sequencing of unlocks is what talks about the different probes and how many were fired and the number of probes that was used and which one actually found the eye and the coordinates to that location. That could be the potential location for the eye of the universe. It's really cool to look at those models. I love how they did the models, the modeling and like the projections to display. Yeah, it took like 9,318,142 probes to fire, and like 9,318,000 like 52 or something, with the one that actually found something that could be the eye of the universe. But here we're just trying to hurry up. And I feel too rushed because we wanted to still read the we wanted to read everything and take it in, but the sun was just about to explode and I did not want to go back into the car. But oh yeah, this is showcasing all of the probes firing. That was so 9 million something, 9,318,000. That's wild. It's just wild. And the 9,318,054 probe was the one that located something that could be the eye of the universe. And there it is. It's right there in location to the center is our galaxy, or maybe the galaxy sun, but there is in proportion to our universe, and the sun's just exploding now, so I'm hoping to get the rest of the information I need. Luckily, it's just coordinates for the eye of the universe, and we didn't really need to read anything here because the sun is about to wipe us out. So luckily that last part wasn't too much. So here we have one final task. I'm just waiting for the sand tower to pass by so we can teleport ourselves back into the room where we can grab the jump core and make our way to the eye of the universe. This room is really unique. I like the fact that they use like spin technology to make artificial gravity, and the random fair ride is actually a ride that is like spherical shaped like this, but on the inside there was padding on the walls, and the whole ride is you're just laying up against the padding on the walls, but during the ride the whole thing spins in a circle, and it makes enough gravitational pull to make you stick to the wall. And then also as the ride spins, the platform, the wall, the section of the wall that has the cushion on it moves up and down also, but not by a lot and not very fast. It's just little slow movements that go up and down. And it's a very unique ride. Very unique experience. So here we just have to travel through Dock Rumble one more time. And then we have to also be very careful, because remember, we have the jump car now. If we die, there's no more loops. It's game over. So I am just being extremely cautious. And like those people that died at that part of the signal, it's actually kind of sad. I don't think they would have been able to do anything about it, but it's kind of sad how close their vessel actually was, if you think about it. So here we have to make one last silent trip through the scary piranha, angular fish things. Remember, we have to be extremely careful now. If we die, there's no more loop. And then now we pick up speed. Did almost attract an angular fish, but luckily we're going in a direction and we stopped our engine enough that that little bit of a clue didn't affect. And there's the car. Made our way to our ship. Now all it takes is for us to go plug this in and figure out how and where to enter the coordinates, and we'll be good to go. So let's, first things first, let's plug it in. There's the old car, broken. Yeah. Alright, put in warp core, and I am so glad that it turned gravity back on. So now we activate that, but forget we have to put power to it, so let's direct power to it. And now we just enter the code. And there's code number 1. There's code number 2. There's code number 3. Now all there is to do is to activate jump drive. Jump drive is a go. And then we get spit out in a place very unfamiliar. Very, very... almost looks like a constant thunderstorm on the planet. But yeah, it's a very cool light effect. So now we just need to figure out how to get out of the ship. So I try to move direct power to whatever that thing is on the floor. It opens up a little portal which takes me outside. And now this is when I realize this looks a whole lot like those shards that keep on teleporting. Things are starting to piece together. So we walk a little bit of distance. Wonder what that is floating out in the distance. And then just a little bit of walking leads us to, and it's making a whole bunch of really kind of creepy noises that hesitant is safe, but also I just am still gonna travel this way. And then it gets completely dark, to which I almost forget I have a flashlight, but eventually turn it on, and things start teleporting. I forget about that. It makes it really creepy and really eerie. But I think once we turn on the flashlight, things stop teleporting as much. But I did forget about the flashlight. I'm just freaking out at this part right here. I have no idea what's going on. But then we eventually come up to a hole, in which I'm hesitant to jump down. But we do end up jumping down, and that is when I ended the video. And the next video is also going to have this audio missing, but it is the final part. And this game was cool, but I will see you in the wrap-up final episode.